Have you ever wondered why your dog barks at nothing or stares into empty spaces? Spoiler alert, it's not nothing. Dogs have super senses that let them see, hear, and feel things we can't even imagine. Stick around, because number 1 is seriously spine-chilling. Number 10, dogs have a built-in compass. Ever noticed your dog spinning around before settling down? It turns out they might be aligning themselves with Earth's magnetic field. Some scientists believe that dogs have internal sensors in their eyes or noses that help them detect the planet's magnetic field, working like an invisible compass. Research has even shown that when dogs are free to choose their position, they often align themselves along a north-south axis while doing their business. This magnetic sense might also explain their incredible homing abilities. There have been countless stories of lost dogs traveling vast distances to find their way home. Some researchers speculate that dogs use a combination of scent trails, landmarks, and their magnetic perception to navigate unfamiliar territories. So the next time you see your pup circling before lying down, they might not just be trying to find a comfy spot, they're syncing up with the earth itself. Number 9, dogs have night vision superpowers. When the lights go out, your dog can still see better than you. Thanks to a special layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, they can reflect light into their retinas, allowing them to see clearly in the dark. This means that even in dim lighting, they can spot movements and navigate their surroundings far better than humans can. In addition to this reflective layer, dogs also have more rod cells in their eyes than we do, which enhances their ability to detect motion in low-light conditions. This adaptation is a remnant from their wild ancestors, who needed to hunt at dawn and dusk when prey was most active. So if you ever catch your dog staring into the dark or chasing something you can't see, trust them, they're picking up on movements you wouldn't even notice. Number 8, dogs can see UV light. Think your dog only sees in black and white? Think again. While their color vision is limited compared to humans, they have an amazing ability to detect ultraviolet UV light, revealing patterns and details invisible to the human eye. This ability allows them to see hidden markings on animals, follow scent trails more effectively, and even detect bodily fluids that reflect UV light. Flowers, for example, have intricate UV patterns that guide pollinators, and dogs might be able to see them too. Additionally, many household objects reflect UV light differently than we see them, which might explain why dogs sometimes fixate on things we don't notice. If your dog keeps sniffing or staring at something invisible to you, they might be seeing something in an entirely different spectrum. Number 7, dogs hear frequencies beyond our range. Have you ever seen your dog suddenly perk up at what seems like silence? That's because their hearing range far surpasses ours. While humans can hear frequencies up to around 20,000 hertz, dogs can detect sounds as high as 65,000 hertz. This means they can pick up ultrasonic noises, like the squeaks of mice behind walls or the high-pitched tones of electronics. This heightened sense of hearing is why some dogs become anxious during thunderstorms or fireworks. They aren't just hearing the main booms, they're also picking up on subtle shifts in air pressure and distant rumbles long before you do. If your dog suddenly acts unsettled for no apparent reason, it might be because they're hearing something you can't. Consider playing calming music or using a white noise machine to help ease their stress. Number 6, dogs can detect even the smallest movements. Your dog doesn't just see movement, they feel it. A special part of their brain is dedicated to processing motion, making even the tiniest twitch impossible to miss. This ability is part of what makes them excellent hunters and why they are so in tune with their owner's body language. For example, your dog might know you're about to take them for a walk before you even grab the leash, just by noticing subtle shifts in your posture. They can also detect when you're feeling tense or nervous based on micro movements in your facial expressions or body language. If you want to train your dog more effectively, be mindful of your movements. They're always watching and learning. Number 5, dogs sense your emotions like a superpower. Your dog knows when you're happy, sad, or stressed, even if you try to hide it. They pick up on subtle cues like facial expressions, tone of voice, and even the chemical signals your body releases when you're experiencing strong emotions. This is why therapy dogs are so effective at providing comfort to people in distress. Studies have shown that dogs can lower their owner's stress levels simply by being present. They instinctively know when to snuggle up and offer comfort. So the next time your dog seems extra affectionate when you're feeling down, remember they're not just being clingy, they're responding to your emotions. Number 4, dogs have built-in heat sensors. Dogs can detect body heat even in complete darkness. This skill, inherited from their wild ancestors, helps them locate warm-blooded prey or snuggle up to their favorite human for warmth. This ability is especially strong in hunting breeds, who use it to track down hidden animals. Ever wonder why your dog prefers to curl up next to you when you're feeling under the weather? It's likely because they can sense the change in your body temperature. Their heat detection skills also explain why they love lying in sunbeams or choosing the warmest spot in the house. Number 3, dogs can smell what you can't hide. A dog's sense of smell is up to 1,000,000 times better than ours. They can sniff out emotions, illnesses, and even pregnancy. This is why dogs are often used in medical detection work, such as identifying cancer, diabetes, or epileptic seizures before they happen. Dogs also use their noses to read people's emotional states. They can detect stress hormones, which might explain why they react differently to strangers. If your dog seems unusually wary of someone, trust their instincts. They might be picking up on something you can't. Number 2, dogs see the world in their own colors. Forget the black and white myth. Dogs do see color, just differently than humans. While they can't perceive red or green well, they are highly sensitive to shades of blue and yellow. This is why certain toys or training tools designed for dogs come in these colors. They're easier for them to distinguish. If you want to grab your dog's attention, choose objects in blue or yellow. A red toy might just look like a dull shade of brown to them, making it less appealing. Number 1, dogs can hear natural disasters before they strike. Your dog might know a storm is coming before you do. Dogs can detect infrasound, low-frequency vibrations that signal natural events like earthquakes, avalanches, and approaching storms. If your dog suddenly becomes restless or refuses to stay in one place, they could be reacting to environmental changes that you can't perceive yet. Paying attention to these signs might give you an early warning about incoming weather events. Subscribe our channel Paws TV to watch more such videos.